This is Joaquin from the routine team, and this is the changes that we've been working on in the editor in the last week and this week. So first, there were some issues when moving items out of lists and also when turning some blocks into other blocks. So to summarize, before you would grab a list item and move it somewhere else, and it would make a numbered list always. And right now we default to the bullet list because we think it's a little bit better. Of course, it would be better if it would preserve the list type where it was, but it's something that it's a bit complicated at the moment. Instead, what we did is we fixed the conversion between blocks with the slash menu. So if I convert this into a quote, that used to work fine. But if you were to turn this into a number, bullet list, then it wouldn't work, and now it does. And you can also change the list of the type of a list. So if I do ordered, then you see it makes the ordered list here, and I can switch it back into bullet list, and it works, which it didn't before. And the same thing happened for other blocks like block quotes. You couldn't turn them into bullet lists or turn them back into quotes, for example. And now all of those things are working. So this is a lot more solid if you want to turn a block into something else. For example, if we want to turn this task into a quote, then it works fine. And I can undo that and all of that. And so, yeah, that's been improved a lot and being made a lot more solid. More things, we have a first version of the code blocks, which is pretty awesome. We have to improve some things, but fairly happy with how it's turning out. So you can make your code block with two ways, with the slash menu. You can choose the code block, and then you can type bar a equals 5 or something. And in the language, you can do JavaScript or whatever you want to choose. You can see the highlighting gets updated. So that's a pretty clunky UI. We want to improve this text input for the language. It would be nice if we would have a drop down where you could choose between the presets and you could type here to filter them. But first steps first. And we also have a copy button in case you want to copy the code and put it somewhere else. Then you can do that easily as well. The blocks can be moved like any other block, and you can undo, redo, and any changes you make here, you can also undo them, or anything you want to do. There we go. Clumsy with the keyboard today. And so yeah, lots of languages are supported. It's based on a very popular JavaScript library, so syntax highlighting of most languages should be available. And it supports also the light and dark theme. And the other way to make code blocks is with the triple quotes as well. So very easy. You can see it here. If I do code block, you can see the triple backticks as the shortcut. So that works fine as well. So yeah, you can see here like TypeScript, Python, and SQL. We will improve it in the future, like this UI and maybe some basic shortcuts for when you're editing in a code block, maybe something for adding a few spaces at once with tab, or we'll see what we can do, how far we want to take it, because we want to make a fully featured code editor. More things, let me go to changes. Another thing we changed is that you can now see when you use the slash menu, you can notice now that we have this highlight here, and that's the type of the current block. So if you go to the code block, and here the slash is not going to work. Let me do the heading. You can see that the medium heading is selected, which is what I chose there. If we go to the lists here, the quote has the quote selected, the bullet list has the bullet list selected, and so on and so forth. So it works for all of the object types. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Before it was a little bit hard to know if you had a bigger document what exactly you were looking at. So it's a nice improvement. And finally, we've been working on custom types, and making and visualizing objects in the editor, in the notes. The same way you can add tasks. We want to be able to add objects from a custom type to the document. So as you can see here, this is one that I made. You can command enter to open it. This is my movies database that I made for testing. You can use the expand arrows to visit it as well. If I change the title here, you can see it's updating in the queries real time. This was fixed. It wasn't fixed last week, so that's great. And if I want to make a new one, I can do /movie and do that, and then I get the pop-up. I can write this one, for example, that I already watched. It's a pretty cool movie. And then I got the movie here, and you can see it shows in the views as well. So yeah, this is the beginning. We have to fix the same way we have to fix the emojis here for the type. When you create a type, if we go to settings, types, these emojis still not working. We are on it. Once we fix it, we also want to fix it in the editor blocks as well. And what else? Yeah, and but yeah, we are on it, and we also have to do some backend things to be able to synchronize the blocks properly. Right now, the storage is a little bit custom. We want it to be better integrated with the backend. So those are some things that we want to fix. But yeah, this is the start of something that's, I think, is going to be pretty cool. Having been able to embed the objects in the documents, that's going to allow us to do so many things. And that's it for today. I'll see you next week. Bye.